How's it going, guys? It's your boy Nicky D here, and welcome back to the channel. Alright, so, taking a break from our Love Live lawyers to go back to ponies and lawyers. Alright, so the new episode of Elements of Justice just dropped today. I was thinking about doing it live like last time, but I wasn't able to. I had to take my car to the dealership to do an oil change. So, yeah, real life comes first. But yeah, I'm very excited. Wasn't expecting it to drop today, to be honest. I did see it in my feed a few days ago. I'm like, oh, okay, I gotta make sure I remember that. And it happened today. I'm like, oh crap, that's today, isn't it? so yeah. Apologize if I look a little disheveled right now. I haven't been taking care of my face lately. But yeah, I'm just excited to see more Elements of Justice, see how much farther this kiss is going to go. Let's not fool around any much longer. Have a bev. Yep, love Yingling. Especially need one after that friggin' Sixers loss. Look, I know the Knicks are a legit team this year, but holy crap, dude. And Joel Embiid, that like off the backboard dunk, but then hurting his knee afterward. Jeez, I was terrified, dude. Oh god, basketball is, I love it. I love the sport of basketball, but like it's not good for my health. I swear, like I'm thinking we'll not go into cardiac arrest because of basketball. All right. Anyway, enough said. We're focusing on Love Live, not Love Live. We're focusing on lawyers and ponies. Let's get it. Let's get it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Just jumping right into it.
I just feel like I'm cursed, you know?
What are you talking about?
Nearly every case I've taken has gone wrong in some way before I'd even entered the courtroom.
Is that so? You sure you're not exaggerating just a bit?
I'm sure. One of my clients didn't even speak English, and another was so sheltered she was practically mute.
Polly, that was ages ago. You're still annoyed about all that?
No. It's just because, well,
I can kind of relate to that, like holding on to something after so many years and it annoying you. For example, basketball tangent again, the 2018 NBA Finals, Philadelphia versus the Toronto Raptors. That Kawhi Leonard quadruple doink still ticks me off to this day. I cannot stand looking at that dude. I hate Kawhi Leonard. He my op now. I swear to God, dog. I felt that, Apollo. I felt that.
well, look at what's happened now.
I see what you're getting at, yeah. Things have been kinda delayed, I guess you could say.
Exactly. We're only just now getting to speak with Rarity after
Oh, finally,
all.
we get to see to
Well,
hear
chin up.
some stuff.
We're here now, right? And they even let Trucy and me in here. They didn't have to do that, you know?
She's right, Polly. Turn that frown upside down.
I'd like to start turning this case upside down. But here we are. Fine.
Defense attorney, your client's coming out now. Make the most of your time. Got it?
Finally, progress! Time to hear Rarity's side of the story.
Oh, they got one of those things on her horn too. It's like the
Rarity,
Sweetie Belle
are you
in
okay?
the last case.
I've been better, Trucy.
You look beat, Rarity. Don't tell me they've been interrogating you too much.
No, it's nothing like that. I'm honestly just tired.
Me all the time.
It's been a rather turbulent couple of days, you see.
No kidding. Even calling that an understatement feels like an understatement at this point.
Well, you don't got nothing to worry about now. We're on the case. And Apollo's gonna mop the floor with that pompous prosecutor, just you see.
Prince Blueblood? Oh no, how could I forget? He's in charge of this case, isn't he?
Wait, no, he isn't. Not anymore.
Yep.
He ain't?
Nope.
Remember.
He's been kicked to the curb.
Remember from the
Yeah.
that place.
Sorry, Applejack. I forgot to tell you. Anyway, we don't have to worry about Prince Blueblood. He was removed from the case. I'll tell you why later.
Oh, thanks, Celestia. To think I was about to put my life into the hooves of that boyish brute.
She didn't know? That's... Why would that be? Unless... Rarity, does this mean that you haven't spoken to a prosecutor yet?
That's right, yes. Is there something wrong with that?
This could be an advantage.
Wrong might not be.
Because, like, in knowing these Phoenix Wright games and how a lot of these Phoenix Wright fan projects work, whenever somebody talks to a prosecutor, the prosecution tells them you can't say X, Y, and Z to the defense until the trial. Since that hasn't happened here, maybe Apollo has an opportunity to get like some extra nuggets of information out of Rarity. Let's see how that goes.
Be the most accurate way of putting it, but it's odd. Usually the prosecutor jumps at the chance to speak to the defendant. That way they can try to strike some sort of deal or put pressure on them. Things like that.
Maybe this new prosecutor is playing catch up too, and they haven't had the time yet?
I could be it.
That'd be a stroke of good luck.
Yeah.
Maybe, but maybe not.
We'll see how this goes.
What is with this case? Nothing about it is normal. Not even the prosecutor. I just want something to start making sense.
Is it just you three seeing me today?
Sweetie Belle and Spike are outside. They're not allowed in, unfortunately. We're lucky the three of us got in here at all.
Oh, poor sweetie. How is she? Has she been eating? She hasn't been, cooking, has she?
No. She's doing okay. Better than she was before, at any rate.
Alright. And Spike, how is he?
He's really pumped about finding something that'll prove your innocence.
Of course he is.
Of course he is.
I
That darling is never
think
want
me and
of
Rarity would share
enthusiasm,
a
that's for
brain
sure.
cell.
As much as I like to keep up the small talk, we are on a bit of a timetable.
Yeah.
So, if you don't mind.
I completely understand, Apollo. I believe I've warmed up enough. What would you like to ask me?
I think it'd be best to start with the beginning, before any of us arrived in Equestria. Bridal Way Theater, the play. What can you tell us?
Well, I was there, as you all know.
That's right. You had the last ticket for the show, didn't you?
Yes, Coco gave it to me as a gift about 2 days prior, and so, on the night of Overall's death, I attended
I almost
the
forgot about
theater.
that. Yeah, that she saw overall
Where were you
concept
seated?
die.
I was in the front row.
Ooh.
Can you show us where exactly?
Granted, regardless
Here,
of what
point to it
spot
on
in
the
the theater
theater
you're in,
layout.
it's
Do you mean right in the middle
You're
of the
seeing
front
something
row,
terrible.
or somewhere else?
No, I mean exactly in the middle.
so right there.
Right there.
Yep.
Got it. Thanks, Rarity.
Okay. Maybe studying this video can help me with my Yakutan Live Let's Play.
Front row, huh? Coco really went all out getting you that ticket then.
Coco's the best.
Something like that would cost you a hoof and a leg.
It was rather generous of her. I'm so lucky
Isn't-
she pulled through.
You hope it's part of the leg.
Andrea McGamble was simply divine as Hinny, darling. Oh, I do wish you'd been able to see her. Even you would have appreciated her talents.
Maybe next time, Rarity, when we're not in the middle of a mystery.
Does it really matter where she was sitting, though?
It's hard to say, but it can't hurt to know.
Yeah. Get as
What
much
happened when
information as you
Overall
can. Who
fell
knows?
from
Maybe
the
it'll play
catwalk,
out
by
to your
the way?
favor later.
In detail, I mean.
Well, I saw a couple of the actors looking distracted, I suppose you'd say. One of them looked up and then screamed. Naturally, that got every pony in the audience to look too. And that's when they saw it. Overall's body hanging there.
Gruesome.
At which point, the audience reacted as one would expect.
And it probably didn't help that they turned off all the lights.
Not in the slightest. Even with the stage hooves coming onto the stage and trying to calm every pony down. It was a cacophony of calamity. I could
Cacophony
barely
of Calamity.
make out
That's a
what they
good
were
one.
saying, even with me being in the front row. Which reminds me, the stage hooves. They saw me in the front row as I ran onto the stage, just before the lights went out. I remember we made eye contact.
Okay, you got some
I couldn't
witnesses
have
there.
killed Overall without them seeing me. Surely Surely the police or some pony with even an ounce of brain could figure that out.
Okay, okay. Talk to
I
the
think
stage
that
ponies.
might be where the charge itself comes into play.
The charge? What do you mean?
In the lobby, after Sweetie Belle's trial, when Lawkeeper Equity ordered your arrest, she let it slip that this wasn't a straightforward murder accusation.
Oh. Is that
You were
right?
to arrest the pony suspected of conspiring to
Conspire,
murder overall
right.
concept.
I forgot about that.
Miss
Conspiring.
Rarity.
That's true. She did say that.
I forgot about that, yeah.
But what does that mean, though? Besides the obvious.
I reckon it means you're gonna have to play this one a little differently. Right, Apollo?
Probably, yeah.
That's right, yeah.
I don't like the sound of this.
Neither do I, Rarity.
Don't worry, Rarity. If anything, this'll be easier. Right, Polly?
I mean, it definitely circumvents the need to argue about your actions that night. You're not on trial for physically taking Overall's life, after all.
Right.
What we need to demonstrate is that you had no involvement in the events that took place that night.
Which is gonna be
And
trickier.
since we all know you're innocent, that shouldn't be too hard to prove.
Do you think so?
We know so, Rarity.
I do need to ask about something else, though. Supposedly, an incriminating letter exists that proves your guilt. Or, at the very least, gave the police reason enough to arrest you. Do you know anything about that?
Not at all. I haven't written anything that could be considered suspicious or incriminating. Goodness, who do the police think I am?
Well, someone capable of planning another's death for a start.
Have you seen this letter? What exactly does it say?
We don't know.
You don't know?
Rarity, please. We don't want the guard to throw us out.
Sorry, darling.
We haven't been able to get our hands on it. The police still have it under examination.
Oh. Well, when you have the chance, please ask to see it. I can't even imagine what it might say. But whatever it is, it did not come from me.
We will ask, Rarity. Don't worry. We're not exactly amateurs when it comes to this thing.
That's right.
Right, yes. I do apologize, Apollo. It appears that these events have upset me more than I'd like to admit.
Well, yeah.
No need to
You're like-
apologize for
You're
feeling a little
accused
antsy,
of like
Rares.
conspiring of
These
murder.
are stressful times.
Like, this would be
Even
overwhelming for
so.
anybody.
Well, never you mind. Apollo, what else have you discovered?
Well, we certainly looked, but there wasn't much. We meant to go to Overall's room at Brideway Theater.
His room had been picked clean by the police, I'm guessing.
Yeah, but we went to his other room, though.
Other room? What do you mean?
Playwright mentioned something about Overall having a second room at another place he worked at. It's called Charismatic's Mare Attic.
That place.
What a strange name. I can't say I've ever heard of such an establishment.
You're better off not.
That ain't a surprise, Rarity. When we checked it out, it didn't look like some place you'd care to know about.
Yep.
So he worked there? Funny. I always assumed his role at Brideway was his first major position.
Well, we still don't know what it was that he did there, though.
It's
I have
not
a
like he
hunch,
was a janitor,
but-
Trucy. I'm guessing it was similar to what he was doing at the theater. Not that this other room even helped, anyway. It was kind of a waste of time, if I'm being honest.
Why don't we check his room at Brideway anyway, then? You never know. It might help.
You think there'll even be anything after all this time?
You may never know.
It's better than not doing anything or standing around complaining, right?
You say, looking directly at me.
That's a marvelous idea, darling.
He said
If
that
there's
like he was
any
reading.
place you
The
should
actor
check,
said that
it's
like he was
Overall's
reading the stage
Brideway room.
instructions of a
Even
play.
if it's already been investigated.
That's never stopped us before, I guess. We'll check it out then. Though this is starting to feel a bit like Groundhog Day.
What day?
Good
Er,
movie.
Like a time loop, you know?
Oh, right. Twilight mentioned going through something like that before.
And that is something we'll skip going over until later, I guess. Man, no Groundhog Day? That's a classic, too.
Talk about Goodfellas.
Don't mean to pry, but can I ask you something, Apollo?
Goodfellas is such a good movie.
Sure. What
Easily in
is
my
it?
top 10.
Is Rainbow Dash alright?
Though not number one, though.
I heard
Number
the
one
girls
is your
talking,
name.
you see, and what I
Something like that,
heard.
maybe.
Oh, I couldn't believe it. They were just like how some ponies talked about her the last time this happened.
When Mr. Right first arrived, man, maybe it really is like Groundhog Day.
Do you know how she is? Or who's defending her? Is it gonna be Phoenix again?
I don't know much, to be honest.
I think that.
I haven't
Didn't
had
they
a chance
say
to
that was going to
read,
be Sonata? That was going
But
to be.
from what
Yeah,
I
I think it was
hear,
going to be Sonata.
it's not Mr. Right who will defend Rainbow Dash. It's Sonata.
Ooh. I can imagine that Rainbow isn't too happy about that.
You think?
What choice does she have? Some ponies got to defend her, and Sonata's more than proven she's willing to go that distance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If what we've seen of her is any indication, she's a great attorney. Rainbow's in good hands. Or hooves, I mean.
I'm surprised you're worried about her, though, Rarity. You two didn't exactly end on good speaking terms.
I would be lying if I said that her words about Sweetie Belle don't greatly bother me. But I would never wish her ill will for it. Or at all.
Yeah, she's your friend. Come
And I
on.
know her heart. Under all that brashness and bravado is a pony who truly cares about her friends. What kind of pony would I be if I were to turn my back on her now, Apollo? I'll tell you. A traitorous one. A selfish one. I won't abandon her. Rainbow Dash doesn't deserve that. No matter what
I hate
she
Rainbow
said
Dash,
or
but
did.
Rarity's spitting facts, though.
That's
Drinks to that.
Awfully generous stance to take. I think most people will struggle not to hold on to some bad feelings. But all that talk about what Rainbow, and only Rainbow, deserves. And you, Rarity, what do you think you deserve?
Apollo, you are going to get me out of here, aren't you? It's just, I recently met with a new client before all of this happened, and we were meant to continue working together.
Yeah, boy.
I wouldn't want to let her down on account of all this.
Is it Ravra?
Rarity, you don't need to act like you want to be free for someone else's sake. It's okay to think about yourself for a change too, especially when it's a situation like
Yeah,
this.
it's not like in a particular situation like this. I don't
And
think
in
it's
answer to your
considered selfish
question,
to like
yes.
think about yourself.
I'll get you out of here. I promise.
Do you mean that? I'm just so worried, you see. What if it can't be done?
It'll be fine. It can and will be done. I'll prove it. Not just because it's my job. Not just because people are counting on me. But because I believe in you.
Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you, Apollo.
We all believe in you, Rarity. Celestia's honest truth.
And we'll fight as hard as we can to make sure every pony else believes your innocence too.
You're all too kind. Thank you again.
Seeing Rarity smile like that, even while crying, seems to have made us all feel a little better. It means, at the very least, she now trusts what we just told her. But what I find most interesting is her initial doubt. Her worry that I wouldn't get her out of here.
Yeah.
I'm not offended. To be honest, it's made me realize that we're alike in more ways than I thought. What is faith without doubt? She didn't blindly place her faith in me. She was uncertain and questioned me just now. Kind of like... She wasn't afraid to face her doubts head on and speak her mind.
I really need to play the other Ace
You
Attorney
about
games.
done in there?
Looks like our time here is running out.
Wait! Just another minute, please. I need to ask them one more thing.
Hurry up then.
Apollo, you'll be taking Sweetie Belle with you, yes? I don't want her going off on her own.
Yeah, we can do that, no problem.
Excellent. Then...
Hang on a minute there, Rares. I'm not sure that's a good idea.
Hmm?
What? Why not?
It's just... She and Spike haven't been exactly
yeah,
getting
that's-
along.
That's kind of true.
Having the two of them around each other is likely to cause trouble.
Oh, dear.
Well, what should we do? Send one of them home?
I'm not sure. I mean, Spike, if I'm being honest, I'm a little worried about the poor dear.
Oh yeah, he's your simp.
Know how he feels about me. So I'm sure he thinks he needs to go above and beyond for my sake. Even if he doesn't do as much as he'd perhaps like to. Letting him help will make him feel like he's contributing.
And Sweetie Belle, wouldn't she want to help?
They both would. Oh, Applejack, what do you think we should do?
Ain't no sense in keeping both of them around. But if Spike's with us, he's with us. If we send Sweetie Belle home, she's got her friends to keep her busy. Zecora or some pony else can also make sure she's not acting up.
That's hardly fair for Sweetie Belle, is it?
No, it ain't. But what about this whole thing is?
Yeah.
We gotta cut our losses somewhere.
Applejack's right, you know. Best pony speaks nothing but the
I
truth.
suppose you're right.
Yeah, it's probably for the best, really.
Then it's settled. Apollo, Trucy, y'all take Spike and head on back to Broadway Theater. I'll take Sweetie Belle to the train station and meet you there once I'm done. Sound good?
No complaints here.
Rarity, don't you fret. Like we said, we're all here for you. We'll get you out of here if it's the last thing we do.
Thank you, dear. And good luck, every pony. I just know you'll find something to help me.
Alright, looks like we're back at the theater.
Huh? What is it, Spike?
It just hit me. This is the last room Overall was in before he died. It's kind of spooky, you know?
Yeah.
Are you sure you want to do this?
I mean,
It's
I can't really blame
fine
him
if
for
you
thinking
wait
that.
outside. You
Knowing
can
me,
still
I'd
help
probably
with the
think the
rest of the
same way.
investigation when we're done here.
No, I'm cool. It's all cool.
Just my microphone a little
I'm a
bit.
strong and fearless dragon. It's just a room. I gotta be strong for Rarity.
Gotta be in the
If
room where it
you say
happens.
so.
The room where it happens.
Rarity
the
was
room
right
where
about
it
the above and
happens.
beyond thing. It's amazing he can make himself bear that kind of responsibility.
It's because he's a
Still,
simp.
people, ponies, dragons? How do they refer to everyone here again? Every pony? As attorneys, we so often find ourselves in these kinds of places. We forget how perturbing they can be to others.
Ooh, that's a good word. Perturbing. I
It's
like
not
that.
just spooky. It's also kind of sad. Overall was such a big part of this place, yet business is going on as usual.
Yep.
I know every pony is just trying to be strong. Maybe trying to live up to his legacy in some way by continuing the work. But it's almost like he was never even here. Like every trace of him is slowly disappearing.
That's the thing about like the modern workday or modern workplace. You are, this is going to sound so freaking grim and cynical, but you're expendable. You know, once you move on or like once you're gone, a new person's going to come in like that. It's a sad reality.
Well, let's not go that far. It's not like everyone has forgotten him, right?
But that's also
It
that's
doesn't-
also a good counterpoint though, right there. Like, just because you're gone doesn't mean it won't be forgotten. You know, like people like sure like business is going to be carry on. You're going to get replaced, but on the other hand, like if you made a good impact in your where you work or where you are in your town, where you are in your life, where you are in the world. If you made a good impact, you won't be forgotten. The only time that you like, I think Macklemore said, God, I can't believe I'm quoting Macklemore, but Macklemore said people die twice. Once when they put you in the ground, and the second time is the last time somebody mentions your name. Something to that effect, at least. So I guess my takeaway is, like, even when you're gone, you won't be forgotten as long as you were decent and had a good impact. This guy really sentimental. This guy really, like, I'm doing like all this like TED Talk bullcrap, during a My Little Pony Ace Attorney video. God, this is my life.
Doesn't matter what the place looks like. He still exists, just inside the hearts of those that knew him, those that cared about him.
Heroes
You
get
know,
remembered, but
in a
legends
way-
never die.
So long as people don't forget about him, he's still here.
As I was just saying that.
Yeah, that's right. Sorry.
Is something wrong, guys?
We're fine. Don't worry.
The adults were
Okay.
talking.
But hey, wait a minute. Coco's still working here.
Wait, Coco's here?
Forget about us. How in Equestria is she feeling?
Oh, okay. No, like she's currently still
There'll
employed.
be time to worry about that later.
Good
For
to know he's
now,
thinking about Coco though.
Let's check out this room, alright? Right. Well, looking around here, it seems the place has been scrubbed clean. Just like we thought. Still, there's got to be something the police missed.
Knowing these Ace Attorney games, there's always at least one thing.
Oh, wait, Polly! Do you think they removed the fluorescent paint hoof prints?
I highly doubt they leave it around, but it can't hurt to check. Let's check by turning off the lights.
Spike at your service.
Oh, God.
Let me take care of that.
Yeah, yep.
Well, that confirms it. They wiped this place down after Coco's trial. Spike, can you turn the lights back on?
On it. You know, something about this is bugging me. They were investigating Overall's death, right? That's supposedly how they found a reason to convict Rarity for conspiracy to murder. Am I right?
Yes, that's correct.
If that's the case, why'd they clean this place? Isn't it part of the scene of the crime? You'd think they want to keep it undisturbed as much as possible.
Maybe the theater staff did it. It sounded like they were gonna go straight back to work once the trial ended, which would include cleaning schedules, right?
Even if that's what was going on, you'd think the police would have stopped him if this place was still important. Something about this is
He
fishy.
brings up a good point.
That's a good point. It seems rather careless for the police to allow a room related to the investigation to be scrubbed clean.
Maybe they didn't
What's
allow
the
it?
reason?
Now that I think about it, that space behind the curtain there is pretty suspicious. I'm gonna go check it out.
What's sus about it?
Hey, careful not to move anything around there too much. It might be important for the case.
Yeah, I know.
He may be a dragon, and surprisingly sharp, but I can tell. He's very much still a kid.
Yep.
Wow, there's an awful lot of room back here.
Really?
Yeah, come check it out.
Wow, you're right. It is quite spacious.
That's right. You can hide a whole pony in here, especially if you close the curtains.
A whole pony. I wonder, could there be another party involved?
Somebody be hiding behind the curtains?
Wait a second.
I went to the theater through the back door, just like you said, and made my way to the dressing room. There were two ponies in there, Coco and Overall. I kept my eyes on the room and the surrounding area, waiting for an opportunity to take the fabric. After Coco left the room, I hid behind a curtain so that I would not be seen.
Oh.
Overall was still
I wouldn't
in
have
there,
remembered that
but I
at
figured
all,
this would be
dude.
the best chance I had to steal the fabric. I waited until his back was turned and then entered the room.
If Overall's back was turned,
Hey, I know that look. Twilight gets it sometimes.
the, look?
Yeah, it's the I think I figured something out, but I'm not sure if I should say anything look. Actually, Pinkie Pie patented and
Hold your horses, Spike. Wait, is that offensive? Never mind.
Is that
I can't
offensive?
say I figured something out. Not yet. I just remember what Suri said during her testimony. Overall's back was turned, right?
Right. That's how Suri was able to sneak in.
Sure. But why was he facing away?
well, something must have distracted him.
Exactly. And I'm willing to bet that something must have been standing there, behind this curtain.
Something or some pony.
That's
Okay,
the
we're getting
million-dollar
somewhere.
question.
So you did figure something out.
I figured out a possibility. But until we find some evidence to show that something or someone really was behind this curtain, and honestly, given that this place was turned upside down by the police, that isn't likely to happen anytime soon. Well, that just means all I've got are possibilities. And I need more than that.
Oh, yeah. I guess I shouldn't have jumped to conclusions.
It's all part of the brainstorming process. Spike,
Still,
you're good.
that doesn't mean we should give up.
Hey, I never said that. Besides, we still should search the whole room, not just this space in the back.
Huh? What the?
What is it, Spike?
This desk over here. One of its drawers is stuck. Huh? It feels like something is shaking loose, but it's not opening. That bites.
Let me give it a try. Darn it. No luck.
Let me take a crack at it.
Oh,
Wait a minute. This is a false bottom?
okay, I see how it is. A kid can't open it, and a woman can't open it, but so you have to get the big strong man to open it. The patriarchy wins again. Damn it.
No way! Hurry up and open it!
A false bottom. Oh.
Huh? It's a
Pushing
flyer
600.
for the equestrian.
Oh, wasn't that from the
600?
Turnabout Storm?
Yeah, it's a Pegasus racing competition.
Isn't that name a little bit generic?
Not really. It's a race held in Equestria and it covers about 600 miles in total. What else would you want?
I don't know. Something more pony-esque? We've already got Ponyville and Manhattan.
I think that'd be what Twilight would call a narrow-minded cultural assumption, Apollo.
PC,
Right.
bro?
Never mind.
No, like I kind of wonder though, because like I kind of see what Spike and Apollo are both saying, but like because we have one in the human world. Oh God, in reality, rather, there's like the Indy 500 and the Daytona 500 and all that. Like you would think with instead of it being equestrian, because there'd be like the Griffinstone 600 or the Philadelphia 600, the all that bullcrap, you know. The question 600 just seems kind of broad, but then again, the race is open to all creatures. Because I remember in Turnabout Storm, Griffins also were racing in that, and I wouldn't be surprised if like hippogriffs or what's it called, the changelings, also were part of these races too. Well, probably. Well, this is before Spike even got his wings. This is before the changelings were even reformed. But I guess if I'm thinking in the realm of this particular world of Equestria, that if the Equestrian 600 were to flow through, changelings would probably compete. Dude, they go hard in the paint. Like changelings would dominate. I would wager. I can see Thorax just zoom.
Mind that then. Let's see. It says here the race was going to be held on February 17th. Since the flyer was in this drawer, Overall must have planned on going.
And it would have been after Henny of the Hills debuted. Maybe he would have gone out to celebrate? Or... oh no.
Huh? What is it, Trucy?
It's under my truce.
It's just... you don't think he would have planned on proposing to Coco there either, do you?
Oh.
That'd make this even more sad.
Yeah, that's...
No point in speculating. Look,
Knife in the heart.
says here it would have been hosted at the Secretariat Racecourse here in Manhattan. Wonder where that is. There's also a list
Secretariat.
of racers.
I know that reference.
Cross counter.
One of the best
Florente,
racehorses ever.
Hijinks.
I'm no Kentucky Derby
Hey, look,
fan,
Polly. That one is circled.
but I know Secretariat.
So it is. Cruise control.
Oh snap!
Hey!
That's it.
I know that guy. He was
Throwback.
a part of Rainbow Dash's murder trial.
Wait, really?
Yeah, Twilight told me all about it. In fact, I think he was a suspect. He knocked Mr. Wright unconscious too.
Dude.
You're kidding!
He knocked out Daddy.
Nuh-uh. He clobbered him right from behind.
That sound effect.
Wouldn't be the first time. Mr. Wright tacks on getting hit in the head like he's starting a collection.
Meanwhile, you're making a collection of getting thrown around.
It's not like I mean to.
Bro.
Well, that's quite the coincidence. Small world, maybe?
Is it? Why would Overall circle Cruz's name, though?
Cruise
More
control was not.
importantly, what was
I'm
it
kidding.
doing in
Probably not.
False Bottom? Was he hiding it? From who?
I'm almost out of beer.
Is there anything else on there, by the way?
Let me see. Well, just one more thing. A statement on the supporters for the race. Jointly sponsored by the Wonderbolts and KMA.
What's KMA?
KMA! You don't think...
I am.
Oh.
It's gotta be Charismatics Meratic.
Sponsored by one of those places. It's funny, like when I was having that whole thing with about like charismatic spare addicts, I think it was one of the writers of Elements of Justice. They said, "I'm not going to tell you what that place truly means. I'm going to let you draw your own conclusions there." I think that just confirms my suspicions that it is what I think it is. I'm not going to say it because this is a family-friendly show. Darn it! This is a Christian Minecraft server.
One coincidence after another. Applejack's earlier words about the world's levers and pulleys are starting to sing a different tune. I'd say that's about it.
It's amazing that the police missed a false bottom
At least
drawer.
this means the police did a good job, right?
I wouldn't go that far, seeing as how an innocent pony is currently in detention.
Well, what's next, Apollo?
I say we should go to the Secretariat racecourse. If Overall planned on going, it's worth checking out why. We might even run into this cruise control. Then we can question him, see what he knows, if anything.
That's great! One problem, though. Does anyone know how to get there?
At least it's in town.
I don't know.
Oh god, even this thing just
Well,
went.
guess we're gonna have to ask around.
Howdy, y'all. I'm back.
She's back.
Whoa, that was fast. You already dropped off Sweetie Belle?
Yep. At first, she put up a bit of a fuss, but that's to be expected. Got her on the train eventually, even with all her grumbling. I won't lie, I felt a bit bad for her.
Applejack's incapable of lying.
Yeah.
Or when
I
she
can
is, she's a bad
imagine.
liar.
So, what's the situation?
Guys,
We
how's the
found a
situation
flyer
here?
for the Equestrian 600. We think it might be related to Overall's death. Here.
Oh, Secretariat Racecourse. That's where this thing was gonna be held?
Yep. You, wouldn't happen to know where it is, do you?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Alright.
Looks like I arrived just in the nick of time. I can get y'all there in 2 shakes of
My
an
time?
apple tree.
You would? Oh, thanks, Applejack. You're a lifesaver.
Think nothing of it. We're all doing this for rarity after all.
Let's hope this produces some results.
Yeah, for real. Is that
Is this
derpy?
the
No, that's not
racetrack?
derpy.
Looks like they plucked it straight from a country fair.
Yep. It'd give Ponyville a run for its money on account of how rural it looks. Pretty impressive, ain't it?
Pretty jarring, actually, if you ask me.
Look at those stands. This place must be able to hold hundreds of ponies all at once. I bet it's pretty popular.
Yeah, I can imagine the turnout would be immense, especially if some pony's favorite racer is competing.
It's not completely empty today, though, is it? I was hoping we could talk to some pony.
No, it ain't. Look over there. A janitor. Keep up the good work. We appreciate it.
Guess some things stay the same no matter where you go.
Shout
in a
out
big
to our
city.
janitors out
Every
there.
pony's always so busy.
They better free up some time for us then. Excuse me, sir? Excuse me?
No habla inglés.
Please don't force me to flash this ridiculous badge just to get your attention. Anything but that.
Polly, I think he might be too busy for us.
That better change right now. Let's see if he can ignore my call to steal.
Apollo. No pony working here is gonna talk to some loud stranger coming up out of nowhere shouting all sorts of questions.
Especially a human.
Yeah, talk to him,
Come on,
Applejack.
think
Talk to him,
about it
Trucy.
from their point of view.
But we just need a little time with them.
They can't be seen talking on the job. What if their boss sees them goofing off with us?
Helping to solve a criminal case is goofing off nowadays?
You'll be surprised.
Do you know how expensive it is to live in Manhattan? Some ponies need to scrape together every little bit just to live.
Capitalism.
So they can't take the chance to talk to us when
My
we
Little Pony.
want
Friendship
them
is
to.
capitalism.
It ain't pretty, but it's the truth.
Yeah, I guess you're right, Applejack. We're more or less used to people dropping whatever they're doing to answer our questions, really.
Bunny, so am I, handsome.
Oh. Why is she flirting with Apollo? Handsome? What the? Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
You really have a wonderful expression when you yell. No wonder you lawyers do it all the time.
What expression? Complete and utter shock when somebody pops up out of nowhere?
Sorry, miss, but you mind me asking who exactly are you?
Amber Gleam, investigative photojournalist. A pleasure to meet you.
I like her design. She's cool.
Paparazzi or something?
Psh, never. I'm a step above stalking celebrities, thank you.
I stalk
Are you,
victims and trauma victims.
Covering the races? They ended a few days ago.
Nay. I'm following up on something else. One of my colleagues already covered the races for a sports column. They just aren't my speed.
Did your boss from the paper send you out here?
Oh, little dragon, no pony tells me where to go.
Spunky.
I'm an investigator. I follow the story and the facts my way, and no pony else's. It doesn't matter where they take me, whether it's the highest mountain or the deepest ravine. Amber Gleam always gets her story.
I feel like that would have tied better if it rhymed. Granted, I feel like she's
brother.
too badass to
How are you following up
do
on that?
rhymes.
2 humans walking around Manhattan isn't enough? Goodness, you gave yourselves too little credit. My editor will be hounding me for these photos. Speaking of, can I get your names? I don't believe you two have come up in the papers recently.
I guess with Mr. Ryan and Athena running everything, I did get left out of the limelight for a bit.
Truly right. Magician extraordinaire at your service.
Ooh, extraordinaire, you say? Can I quote you on that?
Uh-oh.
Sure can.
Hopefully that doesn't come back and bite her in the butt.
Wait, you already knew I was an attorney.
Why, yes. The badge speaks for itself, after all.
Then why do I need to introduce myself at all?
Well, it's only polite, Apollo.
Still,
I suppose.
I can't imagine you're here to just interview 2 humans.
Very astute. Perhaps you may believe I wanted to get a quote from your 2 other companions. It's not often we see the hero of the Crystal Empire and one of the element bearers. How about an exclusive?
Wow!
Wow,
No
you're really
offense,
stroking Spike's ego there,
in that
dog.
case, I'd be happy to.
I don't think Twilight would want you talking to strangers, Spike.
Aww.
Best horse. Best
Sorry
horse.
if I doubt even that, Miss Gleam. You don't strike me as some pony who wants material for a gossip column.
Nothing gets past you, huh? I suppose I could be here for a myriad of reasons. Do you really want to know them all?
Gotta know them all.
Yes?
Goodness, where'd all that aplomb go?
Plum.
No worries. I'd be happy to tell you. Over dinner, of course. Imagine.
I'm gonna need more alcohol. Oh, goodness gracious.
Exclusive interview with a human from outside Equestria.
Let's keep it to that.
Yikes. We just went from 0 to creepy in no time at all.
Yeah, for real.
We're on a tight schedule, and I don't think that's possible, Miss Gleam.
Is that so? What on Equestria could make you so busy?
Investigating a
If
crime.
you tell me, I might be persuaded to let you in on the scoop.
How do we know you'd really be telling the truth? You could just as easily throw us a yarn.
I trust that Apollo would easily be able to discern fact from fiction, Applejack. After all, if history, even recent history has shown, humans have a habit of pushing through all those lovely white lies. But what reason would I have to lie?
Well, here's the thing. Like, I don't think that's really per se every human. like sure, like us as a species, we want to find truth. I guess in general though, but like they're attorneys. That's their job. They have to get the truth, the facts, the everything, and put it out on display. So that way we can say, hey, this person did or didn't do it. You know, like humans in general, like they don't. I mean, I guess they can. I don't know. It's too late into the night to get into this whole morality and talking about like what's it called? Okay, whatever. I missed the spacebar twice.
It only hurt my reputation. And believe me, Applejack, in this business, in this life, reputation is everything.
Alrighty then. Apollo, what do you think?
A quid pro quo. Ordinarily, I wouldn't give this pony the time of day, but something's telling me she knows more than she's letting on. If a little bit of information is the price I have to pay just to know it, then we're investigating Overall Concepts murder. Our investigation suggested this racecourse was the next place we should check out. We found this flyer indicating he wanted to attend a race being held on the 17th.
Ah, the Equestrian 600. Yes, I remember my colleague speaking rather excitedly about it. It was really quite notable.
For the racers?
The racers? Hardly. That's standard fare for any flying competition. No, I'm talking about the prize.
Oh.
Prize? You mean it wasn't just money or something?
No, it was much better than that. The winner of the race, along with one other pony, would receive a tour of Wonderbolt Academy. That's why they were co-sponsoring it, after all.
Okay.
It's a rather prestigious prize. Most private tours you'd only get if you were applying for the team, had connections, that sort of thing. Many aspiring racers would love their chance to meet the Wonderbolts and Pony.
I see. And you're saying Overall might have been interested?
Why would he be? He wasn't a Pegasus, right? From what you've said, he hadn't entered the race. He just came to watch.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We are talking about the same overall concept, right? The same one from Bridalway Theater?
No, you got it.
Unless he somehow cloned himself. Just the one.
I see. Perhaps I can shed some light on him then. Some things that the general public didn't know about?
Now hold on there. What kind of things? I won't stand for some pony speaking ill of the dead.
It's not for either you or me to say if it was ill. Though I will admit, they are things that paint Overall in a very different light, of course.
Yeah, we kind of like lost over
Especially
that a
here at
little
this
bit in
very
the past
racetrack.
couple episodes.
A different light? I don't like the sound of that.
There had been a little tale or
'Cause
two.
I do remember at the beginning of this case, the very first episode, you see Overall in a courtroom, and it's Trixie being the prosecution and Sonata defending Overall, with Celestia being the judge. So he was on trial for something. So we know that Overall Concept, he wasn't a saint by any means.
You're flying about the rumor mill? Unsubstantiated, but undying still. They say Overall used to come here with the mayor.
Oh, you must mean Coco Pamel.
It's going to be one of the sisters.
Coco Pamel? Oh, you mean the initial defendant? No, not her. This was before her time at Bridalway.
It's going to be one of the
actually.
sisters. It's going to be
Though,
one or both of the
perhaps
sisters.
by chance or by fate, it so happens that this other pony was also a fashion designer at Bridalway.
I think I'm warm.
She doesn't mean...
I, of course, am referring to the former Bridalway Theater costume designer, Estella.
Called it.
So he was here with Estella. What's the big deal? They were co-workers, weren't they? Makes sense they'd be seen together.
Allow me to explain, little dragon. True, Estella and Overall were often seen at the theater. Co-workers always are. But there were many sightings of them outside of Bridalway, including, I might add, at this very racetrack. Were they here to watch the races? That is possible. But a pretty mare like Estella and a strapping young stallion like Overall out on their own? Well, the tabloids ate that idea up. It was positively the stuff of a modern fairy tale or a sitcom.
I still don't get it.
She's saying Ponies thought Overall and Estella were dating.
Dating? Ugh, like that frou-frou fondue kind of stuff?
I know you're a boy, Spike, but that doesn't mean you have to act all disgusted by the idea
come on,
of dating.
Spike.
Hogwash. It's just a bunch of bored ink slingers reading too much into a friendship.
Maybe. But then again, they were awfully close.
And I don't suppose you've got any proof.
Proof? Moi? Applejack, please. I wouldn't concern myself with chasing gossip. I am a professional, after all.
All right.
But can you forgive me if it doesn't appeal to my school-filly sensibilities?
I think you're old to be interested in playground rumors. Still, this can't be a coincidence. Stella's name keeps popping up wherever we go.
Do you happen to know anything more about Estella, actually?
Not particularly. I'm not interested in chasing gossip. Like I said, I am a professional. After all, it's just a rumor. But
Rumor
I'd
has
appreciate it if you didn't tell any pony else. This could be big news. And I'd rather not have any of the riffraff find out.
Riffraff?
My mango is to blow up.
Shutterbugs.
That was riffraff.
You know the type. Hopping from one job to the next, deciding to become a journalist or photographer for some inane reason. They tend to be country mares that can barely work a camera, let alone squeeze information out of ponies. No offense, Applejack.
None taken, and don't you worry. No pony here wants to spread anything like a rumor, so our lips are sealed.
None of that really answers why Overall wanted to come here.
Yeah.
Well, he did circle that particular name on the flyer.
Right. That's definitely deliberate.
Yeah.
Could
like,
Overall have been interested in any of the racers before he died? Like cruise control, for example?
oh, you know something?
Who can say?
You know
Cruise
something. She
Control
knows something.
is one of the best racers around now, though.
Uh-oh.
This. Yes! This feeling. It's unmistakable.
There must be something from the
she
game.
said made her tense up, and my bracelet reacted. Was it a lie?
So that's like,
What
I
was
guess,
she even
Apollo's
lying about?
version of the Magatama.
Either way, this thing's squeezing my arm pretty tightly. Let's see where this gets me. Miss Gleam?
What is it?
Oh, well, I was wondering if you could repeat what you just said.
Don't tell me you've become hard of hearing already. At your age? Goodness me.
Polly?
Isn't Apollo like 27, 28?
Isn't it?
Yeah. Anyway, Miss Gleam, the thing is...
I'm a very busy mare, Apollo. I enjoy a little fun, but I have no patience for time wasting. And I don't like repeating myself to those who don't care enough to pay attention the first time around.
All right, lady. Chill, chill,
And
chill.
now she's
We're
got
friends.
the wrong idea about me. Great job, Justice.
Dude. This is going to sound weird, but like, she was flirting with you and then you fumbled the bag.
In regard to overall concept, though, please, if you find anything, let me know. He is, or was, a strange stallion. There were many things said about him all over Manhattan.
Why are you so interested in him?
A good journalist can smell a good story from a mile away. Something tells me he'd make for a compelling pony interest article. If nothing else, it'd be good to dispel any and all rumors around him. In fact, I was going to try and interview him, but obviously I never got a chance.
Oh, well, thank you for thinking about him. I'd hate to have rumors chasing my ghost like that.
Interesting. Can I quote you on that?
Oh, God.
That's straight from an element bearer.
Sure? It ain't that big of a scoop, is it?
So much for being a step above stalking celebrities.
Yeah.
I'll be showing up in some tabloid soon, I
Yeah,
bet.
for real. Oh my God, they're going to do my
But I think I'll
girl
be taking
so
my
dirty.
leave now. I I have another appointment. Busy, busy. I appreciate you answering my questions, Apollo.
Damn it! Her tail, though. I haven't found it. Wait. Do you mind staying for just a little longer?
Oh, I'm glad you enjoy my company so much. But I'm afraid I must be off now. Perhaps we can continue over that dinner we've arranged.
Bro.
If it means I can find out whatever it
Bro.
is you just hid from me, I'll gladly eat a bale of hay.
Goodbye, every pony. I hope to see you again sometime.
Can I get your number?
That was weird.
Yeah, for real.
I'd say that was rude of her, but it was probably also rude of me to take up more of her time.
No sense in getting your hairs in a twist.
Oh, there's no chance of that happening, Applejack. Those are practically horns.
There's the low-hanging fruit for everyone, Trucy.
Yeah, for real.
What I mean is, we're here now. We ought to search the race course.
Yeah, maybe we can find out more about Overall.
Right, yeah. I guess that wouldn't hurt.
Well, I got the race ledger, but it didn't turn up anything useful. All it said was that Overall did purchase a seat.
Not like he could have made it.
It was a long shot, but we had to try. Sorry for dragging you out here, guys. Amber said that rumors about Overall were all over Manhattan. I might be chasing the gossip trail more than real evidence.
Yeah, for real.
There's something about all this that strikes me as mighty funny, though. It's that thing that Amber Pony said about the race's prize.
You mean the tour of Wonderbolt Academy? What's funny about that?
Well, I reckon, since the race happened a few days ago, it might tie in with what got Rainbow.
Oh.
We ought to let Sonata and Mr. Wright know.
I didn't think about that, yeah.
With all the luck we've had trying to track down a lead, I don't want to send them on a wild goose chase of their own.
Hey, I think you're trying your best. I mess up all the time and Twilight always has my back.
Somehow, I think that was supposed to be a compliment.
Yeah.
We should definitely let them know regardless. Gosh, I wish I had my phone to call them.
You won't need one when you've got me.
He's aware of self. Oh,
Huh?
right. Question girls.
What do you mean?
Before we split up, Twilight cast a spell that would let me send messages using my Dragonfire to your dad's phone thingy.
What? What?
Cool, right?
I don't think.
Twilight's always prepared.
Okay, I had a feeling it was going to go that direction, but I didn't think that like sending messages via Dragonfire to a phone was going to be possible. That's kind of rad.
That's incredible! Could you use it to send letters to our world when we leave? I'd love to be your pen pal.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Twilight had me try to send Phoenix a couple of letters, but none of them seemed to go through.
Damn.
Oh, Daddy would have absolutely written back if he could.
Yeah, Verizon doesn't cover that far.
Pony really wanted to thank him. Real shame. I would have sent a care package of apple cider every harvest.
Ooh, that would be
Alright
sick.
then. Spike, take a letter to Mr. Wright with everything we found in Manhattan.
It shouldn't take too long to write up. I'll have it set in a jiff.
It's a long shot, but if this does end up helping the other investigation, maybe our efforts wouldn't have been wasted.
I think it might.
That feeling I got from Amber Gleam. She got away before I had a chance to figure out what she was feeling tense about. Still, what she said.
Cruise Control is one of the best racers around now, though.
What does she know about him that would make her tense up like that?
I wonder, this is just me like spitballing here. I wonder if I remember back in Turnabout Storm, Cruise Control's sister was in the hospital because she got injured very badly due to like a flying accident, I think it was, and she was been in a induced coma for like a long time. I wonder if Cruise Control's sister never recovered, or is still in a coma and he's still like working his tail off to try to make sure she's doing okay. I might be off the mark there. I don't know. God, this chair's so squeaky. Oh, Cloudsdale District Court. That's right, because I think they said the court was going to happen.
Rainbow's trial is
the court
about to
case
begin,
was going to happen pretty
and
quickly.
sooner than I could have expected.
Is that
But
Dusty Cat in the
frankly,
background?
I wish I had just a little more time before
That
it
almost
did.
looks like Dusty Cat's OC.
Even though I know a lot more about the alleged poisoning, the victim, and her collapse, I can't help but think I'm still grasping at straws. It doesn't help that our investigation of the landing strip came to nothing. We combed that place from top to bottom, but couldn't find anything that seemed relevant or helpful. Honestly, it's remarkable how so much destruction could turn up so little. I still don't know how that tornado started or who created it, or what connection it has with what happened to Streamline, if there is one. No, I can't think that. There most definitely is a connection. If only I had a little more time. If only the prosecution hadn't insisted we have this trial now.
Right.
Well,
What's up, Phoenix?
that was a bust.
What was?
I was talking to one of the bailiffs, trying to figure out why the trial's happening so early and why we barely had any time to investigate.
I guess that came up.
Unfortunately, the bailiff couldn't give me much. Just more of the same thing the detention center guard said. Concerns over national security.
Ah, that figures. I suppose we'll find out why once we enter the courtroom, won't we?
Right. I did say to you that I'd be back in a moment before I went over there. Are you really feeling alright?
No.
Yes, I'm fine.
Why?
Sonata, come on. I don't need my Magatama to know you've got something on your mind. What's
It's
up?
murder. Wake
It's
up in
just-
the morning, I
don't
got
think I've ever
murder
had to
on my
handle a
mind.
case that felt so thin before. Usually I always have
Just that one
some
time.
hint, some glimmer of
In
intuition,
Turnabout Storm.
guiding me towards what really happened. But all I've got is this gleam of uncertainty. Things feel splattered about, like I'm looking at some Jackson Paddock painting.
Well, there have definitely been cases.
Did they just... I thought it was, is that how you pronounce his name? Hang on. Well, let's rewind to it a second here. Oh, wait, hang on. I'm on the volume.
Where I've...
Jackson Paddock painting.
Jackson Paddock. That's not how it's pronounced, right? I thought it was Jason Pollock or something. Jackson Pollock. Yeah, okay. I think they were just parodying his name.
Well, there have definitely been cases where I've felt a little lacking when it comes to evidence or information. This does feel different somehow. Just can't put our finger on it.
Or our hoof.
Yeah, our hoof.
Yeah, we share a hoof.
We know the truth, no matter how uncertain things seem. That remains the case. And it doesn't matter what any pony else says. Doesn't matter if we lack definitive evidence, or if the gallery doesn't support us. If the judge leans towards the prosecution or another falsehood. What matters is that with this knowledge of what is true, we retain our trust in our client, in Rainbow's innocence. So, let me ask you, do you still trust Rainbow?
Of course. I always will.
Good. Don't let any pony take that from you, Sonata. It's the one thing you'll always have. It'll help us find the truth, no matter how constrained we might be.
Phoenix.
Huh. That's a little odd, isn't it?
What is?
That picture over there.
What's odd about it?
Well, that's an Earth pony, isn't it? And this is Cloudsdale, city of Pegasai.
Yes. And?
I guess I just find it a little weird that there'd be a picture of an Earth pony in a Pegasus courtroom.
That's not just any Earth pony, Mr. Wright.
Huh? What do you mean?
You were gone how long in your world?
8 years my time. Pretty eventful 8 years at that.
Yeah, I
So
became a
I'd
father
say
in
it's
that
been
time.
About a year and a half here, though. Why?
That would certainly explain why you don't know him.
Do you?
I do, yes. He helped me out a little while back. In fact, he was...
What? My phone? Is that a phone call? How am I getting service out here?
I think you'd better answer that.
Right. Hello?
Oh, it's right through the phone. I thought the way I envisioned this is that like Spike would send it and it'll just show up as a text. I didn't think like a scroll would just like zap itself through the phone. That's one way to do it.
That?
It looks to be a letter.
A letter? From my phone?
What else would you call this?
What? How? Why? I have so many questions!
Wait, did Twilight not tell Phoenix that she spelled his
I remember
phone?
Twilight saying she cast several spells on us right before we left for Wonderbolt Academy. She must have cast one that would let your phone act as a mailbox for any letters from Spike.
Jeez, I sure hope this isn't broken. Poor guy's already on his last legs.
Dude, just like get like an iPhone or like one of those like Samsung smartphones or something. Like that's the standard nowadays. If you walk around with a brick like that, like people are gonna think you're a drug dealer.
You've taped the back of your phone together.
Don't ask.
Honestly, Mr. Wright, maybe you should look into getting a replacement.
Yeah.
Ugh, I get enough of this back home. I'll get a new one when it breaks, okay?
You are so cheap.
We've gone from happy-go-lucky to outright reckless, I see. Let's just look at this letter, Mr. Wright.
Dear Slim, I wrote you, but you still ain't calling. I left my cell, my pager, and my home phone at the bottom. I sent 2 letters back in autumn. You must not have got them. There must have been a problem at the post office or something. I'm kidding. Do they read the whole thing, or do I have to like read this myself?
Dear Phoenix
Okay,
and
so they
Sonata,
do read it for us. Thank
if
God.
you're reading this, that's awesome. It means that the spell Twilight Cast actually worked. Not that I ever doubted it would, of course. Anyway, we just wanted to check in on you and your investigation, and also give you an idea of how we're doing. You probably already talked to Rainbow Dash and are investigating the Wonderbolt Academy grounds. I'll bet you've already found a lot of evidence to show that she couldn't have done anything wrong. With Sonata by your side, I know you two will be able
I like
to
the music
save her,
that she has,
just
so
like last
that's
time,
nice.
and blow the entire courtroom away. Incidentally, if you face off against Trixie, give her an objection for me, would you? We're doing pretty good over here, I think.
I guess that's right, because
Apollo's
Trixie
taking
is
charge
still
and he's been
considered a
doing
not.
Great job. You definitely taught him well, Phoenix. We started off at Bridal Way and talked to Mr. Playwright. Boy, he seems way different from how you said he was. Then we started going all over Manhattan, like real detectives. It stinks I left my trench coat back at the castle, though. We also visited Rarity in the detention center. Well, every pony else did. I had to stay outside because the guards wouldn't let me in. I'm a little worried, but I'm trying not to be. I know Apollo's gonna save her. I just know it. After that, we found a clue. A racing flyer for the Equestrian 600 that was going to be held on the 17th. We found it in Overall Concepts Bridalway room, and it led us to a place called Secretariat Racecourse. We thought he might have been looking for cruise control. You remember him, right? Well, that doesn't matter. Did you know that Overall used to come here with some pony named Stella? I didn't.
Stella!
But some pony we met here said. Some weird photojournalist. That same pony told us more about the race, including that, get this, it was co-sponsored by the Wonderbolts. Okay, even I can see that this doesn't really seem to help us in Rarity, but we thought it might help you guys. I'm not a lawyer, but that's why you are, right? Anyway, that's just about everything we've discovered. We'll keep pressing on, just like you.
What do you make of this?
Very little, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
It's good that Apollo's investigation is progressing, but aside from this Wonderbolt connection, I'm not seeing why it matters. Or how it could help me save Rainbow.
You mean us, right?
Sorry?
What you said about you saving Rainbow. You meant us.
Oh.
Right, we're
yes,
a team. We're a team.
sorry.
That's right, that's right.
Slip of the tongue.
Hey,
Freudian slip?
it's okay. Just nerves, right?
Yeah. Just nervous.
I wonder if, like, internally,
Regardless,
Sonata's just like, I want to
suppose
try
we
to handle
can't
this
afford to
alone.
be picky. If Apollo wanted to send us this, then he must think we could use it somehow.
comes Rainbow now.
Hello, Ms. Dash.
What's up, worst
How are
pony?
you doing?
I'm doing okay, I guess.
Well, at least she's willing to talk to me now.
Yeah, for real.
She's nervous, though. But hey, who
here's
is
the challenge. Take a drink every time I say, yeah, for real.
What's the game plan then?
Game plan?
Yeah, you know, what you've got in.
Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to run a screenplay. When I say screenplay, I'm talking about football, you know, like what Brian Johnson did with the freaking Eagles that led to our freaking downfall. I hate that son of a bitch. I hope to God he never finds a coaching job ever again in the NFL! Go Birds.
Mind to save me? Did you get enough evidence? Did you talk to Captain Spitfire? Did you?
We did as much as we could in the time we were given. But I won't lie. It will be a difficult battle ahead.
Sheesh, that's reassuring. Next you'll tell me you're gonna drop my case and...
Nope.
No, never. I'll keep to my promise. I'll do everything I can to get you out of this mess.
Yeah, sure you will.
Bro.
Ms. Dash, what do I have to do to prove that?
Actually win the case,
The trial
I think.
is about to begin. Defense, please make your way into the courtroom at this time.
I guess I'll see you guys inside?
You will, and you'll see us out here sooner than you think.
If you say so.
Are you ready for this, Sonata?
It's now or never. Let's go.
I'm as ready as I can hope to be, Mr. Wright.
Can't wait to learn the
Let's
significance of that guy. All right. Ooh, is that Luna or is that that? Actually, no, that might be Celestia. We already, I think, dealt with Luna earlier. All right. All right, guys. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Overall, overall concept. But yeah, like legit overall, I think great job with this episode. A lot of great stuff I'm loving here. Like I love that we saw that we're getting more and more into this case, and but more so I guess so with the overall concepts case. Like I love that we're diving a little bit deeper into it, and I guess because of that, we're gonna unfurl a little bit more of Rainbow Dash's case. One thing I do kind of like though that I saw with this particular episode, jeez, what the heck was I going with this? I mean, I'm kind of enamored by the animation in front of me. I do like how we're like kind of expanding the world a little bit more. I will say though, like seeing that one chick flirting with Apollo, that was creepy, dude. That was pretty damn creepy. Hey, why don't we talk more about this case over dinner? I'm just like, okay. Yeah, this is overall like a great episode in my opinion. Yeah, I'm not displeased at all. Like everything about this was just very well done. Oh, hang on. Were those the hoof prints? This might be a hint. Pegasus might have been involved in this murder then. Maybe. Oh, hang on. Is this Charismatic's Mirror or is this the theater? I can't tell. It might be that. Yeah, it is Charismatic's Mirror. Overall, wonderful. It's a uniform.
Thank you so much for meeting me here. I know it's a little out of the ways from the theater and all, but...
Hey!
Cruise control!
Okay. What are friends for, right? Wow, these are great! They even got your cutie mark on them.
An artist must sign the work he's proud of. I hope you don't.
What?
Not at all. Especially since you've been working so hard on these new flight suits for us. Though,
He's been working
I
on
can't
the
say
flight
I ever
suits.
thought I'd be in a place like this.
That makes two of us. I honestly didn't think I'd return here after leaving for good.
So, Bridalway, working there full time. How do you feel about that?
Yo, what the heck?
A little daunted. Even though I'm going from 2 jobs to 1, Bridalway's, still a bit of a tough egg. Costume production is always at the whims of the directors, and I've either worked with or heard of some who are rather cold to their employees. It'll be a change of pace, that's for sure.
Can't be any worse than working here, though, right?
Oh, for sure. Glad to finally be done with this place.
Was it really that bad?
Name the problem, and I've had it here.
Bedbugs?
Oh, the occasional infestation. Some even ruined my prototypes.
Not mine, right?
Not a chance. I was careful to keep them stored away in a trunk.
Evil landlords?
Shh, he might hear you.
Yeesh. You still owe rent here?
Spanner is an absolute deadhound. He'll remember every bit you pass into his dirty hooves, and every bit you haven't. Also, he really liked talking about monthly bills for some reason. Took some real sick pleasure in talking about hiking up interest and stuff.
Ugh.
That seems a little much.
You're right. He's even worse.
Well, guess moving on really is for the best.
You have no idea, Cruz. After leaving KMA, I really just felt like a new pony. Like, my life has finally started.
Speaking of the theater, how is everything? Every pony doing all right over there?
Huh? I mean, I suppose so. The theater world continues to spin, regardless of my worries about work. In fact, I just got assigned a new production. Hinny of the Hills. It's a long way off, but the director's really excited. If a bit much of a perfectionist.
You're not going to be working on the costumes alone, are you?
No, Coco will be helping me.
I'm still getting over the fact that we
right.
have cruise
You
control and
haven't met
overall
her.
in the same room.
That's Miss
They're
Coco
friends.
Pamel.
That's the
She's
connection
a
right there,
costume
dude.
designer. Well, I say new, but she's been with us for a little while.
Oh, and you're already on a first-name basis with her?
Oh, God.
I'm on a first-name basis with a lot of my coworkers.
Sure. Next thing you'll be telling me is that you're already sharing your umbrellas, or lunch hours, or moving in with one another.
Well, about that,
Wait, really?
Keep it down. We don't want to wait the whole block, much less KMA.
All right. But still, that's really good to hear overall. You deserve a real shot at happiness. Especially after what happened to Stella and Espy when they left.
I'd be lying if I said it's gotten easier. You'd think that I'd be kind of used to it, though. You know? Losing ponies.
Not if you don't get a chance to say goodbye. It messes with you in a way most ponies can't understand. Especially if the first time you've known loss is your parents.
That's true, I guess. Why, the sudden interest? I know your sister really liked them, but...
I was thinking about how you and the twins were close, right?
Right.
See, the thing is, before she and her sister left, Stella gave us something. I guess you'd call it a list?
A list?
Yeah, but not like a grocery list. Descriptions, mostly. Of ponies working at KMA. I'd ask her about it, but she's not here anymore. So I was wondering if you might know something. You, or that other mare, what was her name? She and Stella were friends too, and...
Cruz.
Huh?
Whatever it is you think Stella gave you, don't look more into it. Both for your sake and your sister's.
Okay, sure thing overall.
Was this list like a life or death thing? Like if he were to like meddle around with it, he would just get whacked?
Whatever you say.
What's that all about, dude?
I should have been more careful. Friends have a way of making you think about everything happy in your life. I think, since I had so few left, I wanted to hang on to this one for just a bit longer that night.
That must be Cruz's sister. Dude, what the heck? What the heck, dude? Dog, bro, fam. Wow, dude. Well, that was a overall good episode, but then like that ending, it's just like hits you like a freaking truck, dude. Wow. I think my only gripe that I have with this episode, and it's very minute, I've noticed a couple times at the beginning, and hey, not to discredit like the audio engineers or the voice actors or anything like that, they're all doing their best, and they're doing great. My only thing though is I noticed here, we'll turn the camera around for a second. It seems like they got just like a little too close to the microphone, and sometimes you just hear kind of bits of like that, or actually maybe like sometimes you get a little bit of that. I kind of heard like bits and pieces of it, not a lot though, fortunately, just small bits of that. So like voice actors, like when you're recording, I'm sure plenty of you already know this, but like try to keep like 2 fists distance away from the microphone. Hopefully this doesn't get taken out of context. Yeah, about 2 fists lengths away from your microphone and you should be good. I'm sure most of you know that. I'm sure the audio engineers know that. But like maybe like also try to work on adjusting the sensitivity a little bit, and I think you'll be golden. That's really my only gripe that I have. Like this was a great episode, and that ending, whew. Whoa, dude, whoa. Like I'm getting the Keanu Reeves, whoa. Yeah, I'm not disappointed at all. This was a great episode. A lot of great stuff here. That Amber chick still creeps the hell out of me. That was creepy. But I think that was what the directors and the voice actress was going for. So you did your job well. Well, guys, I think that's really it. I don't really have much to add, other than this was just a great episode here. Everyone's continuing to do great, and I'm looking forward to like how we see more of this case unravel, see the connection between the two cases start to get more solid. Like I feel like we already have like a solid connection between Rainbow Dash's and Rarity's cases because of overall concepts and Cruise Control's relationship. But like how that's going to unfurl more as we get further into this case, I'm very much looking forward to seeing. Now, in regards to the trials, I'm guessing Celestia is going to be the judge for Rainbow Dash's trial, but for Rarity's trial, I have no idea. Or maybe I might be off the mark, and maybe Celestia will be the judge for Rarity's trial. We're going to have to wait and see on how this is all going to play out. I think it'd make more sense, though, for Celestia to be in Clouds on the Cloudsdale Circuit Court, because she's a Pegasus, she can, like, sit on Clouds, no problem. Meanwhile, the human judge that we've seen in the past couple cases, he would be the one doing Rarity's trial. That's the way I'm thinking it, at least. But yeah, anyway, guys, great episode. Love everything that I've seen here. Just a couple small like audio things that I've kind of noticed. And that's really my only gripe, I would say. But yeah, guys, everybody's doing a fantastic job, and I hope you continue to do a great job going forward. To my audience, thank you so much for watching my dumb face react to Ponies and Lawyers. Hopefully I get to see more of these, and I'm going to try to get back to Gaxton Live hopefully soon and try to get the third case started, and but I do want to try to wrap up the second case as soon as I can. I'll do my best to. I'm kind of been a little bit busy lately. I've been trying to reformat my Love Live mixtape that I've been working on for the past 3 years. Going to be doing some reformatting with that a little bit. I'll probably explain in detail another time what I'm doing. That'll probably be a separate video. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, but make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the Elements of Justice channel. Link to the original video and the Elements of Justice channel will be in the description down below. And yeah, guys, take care of each other, love each other, and I'll see you next video.